I know a lot of you have joined recently, and I've been receiving some questions either on LinkedIn or even on chats and things like that. Okay, I think a lot of information is available in this channel, but people are still not aware. So I thought today I'll just create a quick video on what the content of this channel is all about. Okay, and the other thing is I will not be making ERP videos for the next 2 months. That is November and December. Okay, because I'm going to be traveling for some project work, and also the other thing is I'm having some instance issues, and because it's the end of the year, the last quarter of the year, I have some personal things to accomplish. Uh, so I'm getting a little distracted. So I thought, taking a little break will help. And beginning of 2026, I will resume making ERP videos. Okay, but I may still continue making videos on my hunt or search or exploration of the AI tools and how they interact with Oracle ERP. So that part will still continue. But and that's basically this playlist we are talking about. But on a general basis, the core functionality, core ERP modules, I'm taking a little break. And also, right, even it's good for you also because there is so much available already. You can go through this in the meantime, be prepared, and then we can discuss further on that. Okay, so the if you look at this, right, this is the area, this is the playlist. Okay, and I've segregated all my videos under playlists. Okay, so this first one is basically may the Oracle AI agent be with you, and this is the Oracle's AI agent feature which I've been exploring the last couple of months. So this is where you will see, and this, as you know, is relatively new. Even I'm trying, and whatever I'm learning, I'm basically creating a video so that you guys can try it out, and it helps you with your projects also. This is an ongoing playlist, so as and when I do more agents, I will be updating. But in this, there is a lot of foundations, how to get access to that, and similarly how to build simple agents, custom agents. Those things are already covered over here, so you can definitely refer to this. Okay, this, according to me, is one of the best playlists. It's called SLA and FAH. So originally when I started, right, I started with only the regular SLA. Then I expanded that same playlist to include FAH, Accounting Hub Cloud also. So there are a lot of videos. And in fact, we have almost completed that. Now, towards the end of this, whatever we are seeing right now, they are about after implementing how to maintain that and things like that. So you will see that. And as and when people are asking questions, and as and when I'm encountering certain, specific scenarios, I'm updating this one. Okay. But for you to get started on Accounting Hub or Subledger, this should be good enough. Okay. So you can go through the entire list, and then you can start working on projects, and then if you have any questions and comments, you can always put that in the comment section. Okay, this one, SEM. So full disclosure, I'm not an expert in SEM area. Okay, but because I've worked with so many SEM people across the years and I've interacted very closely with them, this is kind of let's learn together series. Okay, so I've covered a lot of basics here, and then I also started doing costing. Okay, and my plan is to do supply chain orchestration and things like that in 2026. But I've done a lot of costing, not a lot of costing, important videos in costing, but a lot of supply chain videos on this. So you can definitely consider this as your first step, and then definitely if you think this is going to help you, you can take it from here and put your comments so that we can do more videos together. So this is basically let's learn together. This one I'll come to, this one little later. This also I'll come to little later because these are not any specific modules. This one is a module. This is supply chain module. This is the entire revenue management RMCS module. Again, RMCS is very complex module. So I have shared my experience with RMCS in one or two projects. Okay, but that may not be sufficient for working on very complex projects. But this is definitely the first step. Okay. If you are done with this, these 32 videos, if you're done with them, I think you should be in a very good position to get started. And then obviously keep learning, keep adding your knowledge. And then as you learn, you can comment certain scenarios. We can look at it together. We can learn together. I can create more videos around that one. Okay. So that's this. And then this is your entire PPM. So just like uh, SLA and SEM and RMCS, this is also almost 90-100% of PPM. The only thing which is missing in this are the advanced PPM concept. The foundational PPM, everything is here. Project costing, project billing, you will find it here. What is not here is things like budgeting, those things, inter-project billing. Those things are missing here. Now, for this, I'm facing a challenge. I really wanted to do that, but the problem is when I was doing this series on PPM, right? I used to get instances, configure the same things again and again and again. So finally made the end of it. But now for advanced, I would like to have an instance which has the basic PPM for multiple ledgers already configured because I cannot go back and configure the whole thing and then I lose everything within 2 weeks time. So that's my challenge here. So that's why I'm not able to do advanced. But in 2026, I will plan to do that too. So one was costing. Another one is the advanced PPM, which I plan to do in 2026. And then anything additional in RMCS which comes through as an experience, that I will do. SLA, FAH also, if there are other new scenarios, new SLAs to be created, any new functionalities I learn, I will keep on adding that. But again, these things should not stop you from starting your journey on this, because if you exclude those future videos, this one is by itself a holistic video. Okay, I'll come to this shortly. Then this is channel revenue management. This is different from revenue management. This is more on the order management side. Involves rebates, promotions, discounts, that sort of thing. Okay, works as an O2C process. And this is customer channel revenue management. This is not supplier channel revenue management. Okay. And then again, this also I'll come to you shortly. But this one is your entire credit card and bill management module. If you're implementing credit card, you can work with the cyber source company. You can implement that. So this shows you the complete information around that. Okay. Now coming to the other modules which we have not spoken about. Customer. Now, as you know, customer is AR, but then customer is also CX, right? And then there is also a module called credit management, which is also part of the AR. There is something known as collections that is also part of AR. So that's why customer is spread across so many different sub modules. So instead of calling those modules individually, I've called customer. Then inside this, you will see introductory videos on collections. I need to expand collections. So that's another thing I'm planning to do in 2026. But holistically, if you want to understand customer and see what are the different videos, you can refer to this. There's 43 videos over here, team, so which is a whole lot. Okay. Now, this is very interesting. This is like across the board, there are a lot of questions. Sometimes questions being asked by, your end user or end clients. Sometimes some interview questions might come up, or any questions which you encounter, right? So if people are asking me comments, sometimes they ask me some questions. I use that and I add that in the FAQ section. How do you do certain things? What is licensing? Things like that. So go over this playlist, very interesting playlist. Okay, so we've seen that. Um, we've also seen. So this one, right now, this is my personal favorite. In fact, let me come to this in a little bit. Let me first tell you this. This is about the channel, about myself, the vision of the channel. So anything related to across the board, across everything, but more on the channel side. Okay. So you can check this video. Now, this one, my personal favorite team, and this is the video which I plan to continue the next 2 months also. I will not be stopping this. This video is where I try AI, machine learning, deep learning functionalities, and I embed them with Oracle. It's not standalone. It's not like your other AI machine learning videos which are available in the market, right? It is more focused on Oracle, but it is different from this one. This is the feature which Oracle offers you out of the box, AI agents. This also involves a lot of AI agents, but these are not the ones which are available out of the box. These are the ones which interact very closely with Oracle ERP, which you can do. This is like a project. Okay, there is no direct relationship between those AI tools, but you can integrate them. So this is basically a place where I can integrate tools like LangChain, Llama Index, Streamlit, a lot of new tools coming in. So I try to explore all the different tools, latest tools, which are either coding based tools or low code based tools or no code based tools. So those things are over here. Okay. So this is my personal favorite, and I'm going to continue doing this. And the reason I'm doing this is, see, we are all functional consultants or technical consultants in Oracle ERP, but the world is moving towards AI, right? And we need to know AI. Now, you may have heard this cliche statement by many people that AI will not be replacing us, but people who know AI will be replacing us, right? So that may or may not be true, but it is always better to keep your skills ready in your hand, and not only the core functionalities or the core AI agents within ERP, but also if you're a technical functional expert, if you like doing technical development, you can try something beyond that Oracle ERP also, right? And how to augment that with Oracle ERP. That is the idea behind doing this one. Okay, so if you go to this, you will find a lot of interesting videos. Okay, so this is about the core video team. Okay, I wanted you guys to know this so that you can go through this in the next 1 or 2 months, be ready. And in 2026, we'll resume with anything additional on the SH side. We'll continue costing. If you go towards the end of this module, you'll see a lot of um, 3 or 4 costing videos, which I want to expand further. Anything I learn about collections, or we'll do more collections over here, we'll continue doing that. And then other than that, I also have plans to do intercompany, financial intercompany. With this here also there will be an intercompany, but that is supply chain financial orchestration based intercompany. That is your inventory based intercompany, and I'm talking about the finance intercompany also, the actual intercompany module. Okay, in finance, which is for services. So I'll be covering that. I'll also be talking about budgets, project budgets, so which was not covered here, but I'll cover that budget. But I'll also cover the GL budgets also. When I cover this, I'll cover GL budgets also. So that is something I plan to cover in 2026. And what else? Customer. Yeah. So if time permits, I might do the supplier channel revenue management. I have not covered that at all here. And for that, again, I need a lot of support from you people in terms of instances, in terms of replications. So I was telling you, right? So what do I ask in this video? Sometimes I ask for in this playlist. Sometimes I ask for volunteers who can help me reconfigure. And there are a lot of you who provide me instances. Thank you for all that. There are a lot of you who actually help me reconfigure from a fresh instance. That is also amazing. That help basically goes a long way, because what we are doing right now not only helps our self team, it also helps the entire community. Okay. So at the end of the day, when you finish all this, you will be a little more learned person, is what I think of. All right. I hope this quick introduction was good. And also, you can use this post section. Sometimes like I mentioned here, I'm taking a little break from the ERP videos. I will resume ERP in 2026, thinking of costing, supply chain, collections, manufacturing, also new topics like intercompany budget, same thing which I just mentioned to you, right? But I will continue some AI ones in the next 2 months. Keep watching, keep liking, keep commenting. Okay. So this is a place where um, I basically post something. And if you are I mean, there is a place I have mentioned. If you subscribe, once you join, you can see my email address and all, if you want to send me email. But then I prefer to communicate over the post section or in the comment section, more or less, so that everybody else is benefited from what we learn. Okay. So I hope this helps. uh, Please do keep watching, keep liking, keep commenting. And let me take a little break, team. I'll come with better knowledge and better information so that it supports you in 2026. But again, I'm not completely going to be invisible. I'll still be doing my favorite job for the next 2 months, which is this playlist over here. Okay, think about thing. The other reason which I'm not doing is sometimes I may have to procure the ERP instances from outside. So the next 2 months, even if I procure, I may not be able to do that hands-on for a long time because of the project travels and my personal commitments and things like that. So that's the reason I'm taking a little break. And even I want some processing time. I think you all also need some processing time, right? So process all this. I hope you guys are using this information in your projects. I hope this is all helping you in your day-to-day projects. Feel free to comment. Feel free to like. And if you have seen my post on LinkedIn, if people are in LinkedIn, you can always see my post, comment in my post on LinkedIn, help me grow both in YouTube as well as in the LinkedIn channel. Okay. All righty. Thanks a lot. I'll see you in the next one soon. Bye.